Heartbreaks are for beautiful people. Stress is for celebs. Depression is for rich people. Demons is what you have. The moment I sit down and think about the people I used to love and like and support before, I realize that it was an accident. Gape bona mata nako nngwe o tla re motho wa go cheata handa jolly now. Welcome to South Africa, mata. Your current girlfriend is not cheating on you because she doesn't care about you. She is preparing you to be strong in case in future you get married to a cheater.
So now I'm gonna kill myself as well, the same way I killed that girl.
No.
She didn't deserve it. Lena, I'm gonna kill myself the same way.
No, brother.
I'm telling you.
So I'm asking you.
Listen, my man. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. The reality. Whatever I won't take it there. So what I'm trying to do now. Because you were not there. You must give them the story that you've heard, the story that I told you. Right now, I'm live on Facebook. I'm going to leave it on my page. So, the reason why I'm leaving it live, I want people to learn. How usually out you go to Romo or anything. It does not mean or a miracle. And you know, shala ujolli extra or uroban shabatu or munga munna or boyfriend. So that girl, because of money, opalichko this nakile miracle. Yena shala robalana li that guy you namuruta ko school. Yamuchavishishe in school. So now, I did our fish and Moise Vinchata. The fish chicken is drunk. So I get decided or other thing, let's fight. Kimoshabil Kati, Pamulalo, Achamaja Manch. Kabono Kara, Kamu, Eba Milokamu. Kamujagar Urovalka hot baby. And it's true. I loved her so much. I thought I was going to marry that girl. That guy every day, one born I can do chili that girl. I'm born I get my up and down. And came she shall talk and what the Oriana or Bizoro. So this one is a lesson. When you are like a Mulai like a Mutuaj Momuya, Koala, a message or the same way you used to fuck her when I met work. Fuck her even now. So I'm talking right now. So even if I don't kill myself, I will see what get wrong because I'm no longer with it. I killed my girlfriend and I loved her so much. I never wanted her to love any other guy, and he spent the whole week this week. Since last week, 2 weeks come together. As Ankara I feel really will learn Kamasho, Rovala, Naruto, and so yesterday, wait, I evergreen Mira, Wara, Kabura, Wara, Kotra, the Apleka Chikamuk, Lehe, Kirata Vito Tomara. Why drop the phone and Avon and Namara Nagata Mai, automobile at the phone? Kirang Nila to Tomon Bujata. Plug it is or no, is better than record. The night to Miliwang. Arbi Vinaki Halko Favela Molaramona. Naki America ngenu shala rekisha mara mola rumuna. That's why nasanya ki chalta. Nasi bori and Naki America clear no togel wa rekisha mola rumuna. So meaning what Naki war, I'm just a joke. Inchala di party, felt like a merle ko real like a luchidi buy no livelela homo. This week, you want to carry Tomo ko attack sa America kamusara. And why on carry Tomo was frustrated? I was a little like Mutsiwa, only rumor as a clean night as a dressy. And Ukwatisha Kori, as a hona udra chalita ishagai. Because now I'm there, as a honoric shamara, Nagel move.
Something.
Bona Tamzo, Naka speed.
But even
Gilonya Kabiri and one.
But even
I see I'm not in the random that
when my open mouth and get so good you are. She never come back and
you'll never talk to me again.
No, don't do what
I'm telling you.
No, nothing I give you again.
I'm telling you right now.
Sky deal on too.
So bona, Ubuche Mpo Kolui, Sky Rakisha this one. My younger sister, Jeanette.
Oh, yeah.
Mujor Kolui, Sky Rakisha. Ipati Chaldinch. She must not sell it. You must take her to that garage. Lebule or Roshichuka in Kakolui. And then Mamufedi Pamperta Kolui. Gemadishi. So now I'm gonna kill myself as well, the same way I killed that girl.
Somebody on my TikTokers. I'm not used to sharing my stories that much. I know I've been on TikTok probably since 2020, but I never really spoke about personal things. Well, that is up until yesterday. Now yesterday it's after school. I'm a school teacher. So most of you have figured that out. Now, as I'm seated, I get an inbox from a lady. We are mostly Facebook buddies, but we know each other from... let me go answer the gate first. Hey, bengisamangela ukuthi ubani osegate ngoba phela angisiyena nomuntu ojwayele kuba nama visitors. So, as I was saying, ngihleli, then kungena inbox from this other lady. Asazani in person kodwa. Siyazana as Facebook buddies kodwa futhi kwazana kwethu kwazana through the gentleman okuleya video lo onshare story sakhe, and ngiyabona ukuthi abaningi bayasympathize ne. Unfortunately I do not. So ke igama lami ngolungile. Sibonga ngakashange. Nje ziningi ngandawo ngihlale kuze. I'm not going to share my background. It's not really important. Kodwa ke what is important is that ngine personal encounter no Mr. Joshua Mathebula. And it's not a pleasant one. It's not a pleasant one. So le story sami sit story sami 10 minutes angeke uzunela. Story sami ke siqala ngo 2013. Okay, I'm Facebook buddies with this very nice gentleman. We still Facebook buddies even today. We've never met, but we Facebook buddies regardless. Facebook buddies with that gentleman. Then I get another friend request. Mangtola a friend request. And then I check who's the mutual friend. It's the gentleman in question. I'm not going to disclose the Kamalak at the moment. And then when I get this friend request, I think it's my Josh, which later on was then changed to Josh D. So say by my Facebook buddies, no my Josh. My Facebook buddies, no my Josh since 2013. Then he slid right straight into my inbox. mayeya ku inbox yami, then I beg it clear with najo karikoratile wabo. And then the first question I ask is, how old are you? At the time I was 31 to 10, 32. He says, I'm 27 to 10, 28. And I'm like, you're young. I don't really believe in dating young. I didn't believe it then. So, but then we continued being Facebook buddies. And then continued being Facebook buddies until 2016, where manje loneliness phela masukhulile and was single mother of 2 years shy. Ngithi man, yes, this guy has been consistent. Man, looks at my buddies and akakhohle ukuthi lokho engikhumbuza ukuthi sikala like awurata ne. And then hey, let me give him a chance, man. And then it just moved very fast nje. Ngoba phela angithi masiloku sixoxa as ama buddies ku Facebook. He would tell me ukuthi he's working in some mine Rustenburg. Now, so as he would tell me, ukuthi usebenza emine eRustenburg. So we would talk about these things. So mangabe sengithi I think I can give you a chance. Go 2016, towards the end of 2016. And then quickly, I think it was towards, because ukuthi sivumelane, it was around September. And then towards December, and then got December, not even towards early December, then he says, Joe, I'm tired of talking to you over WhatsApp. Can we meet? Remember, this guy was consistent. He would call me even in the morning and say, Joe, I'm going underground, so we'll talk later. Can we meet? It's probably going to be a 20-part or it's a podcast. I do not know, because I even asked the other ladies, can we organize a podcast and share our experiences? But they have not spoken. Maybe they're not ready. Mina ngiready, smagati. Then they said, can we meet? Where are we going to meet? I said, right now I'm at home in Becksford, so I'm going to be driving to Rustenburg, and I'm going to go past Pretoria. So can we meet in Pretoria? How far are you from Pretoria? I'm far, but I can get there. Like, really? Mean wonk. And then abese ngempela ngibeleke ngePitori, ngifike ePitori around 5 isikhathi sasomndane ngaso. Mangifika ngaloyo 5 ngithole ukuthi akakafiki, but we keep communicating. There were red flags from the beginning. But then ngawa ignore ngathi hey ave nkosi yami siwa ignore siwa bona. Then I then after 7 so communicator, hey, look at I'm closer, I'm coming. After 7 the phone goes off. Luckily ke ikhona ipart yami eyayingathi inabo buhlakani, so ngangahamba endaweni engayazi, ngingenayo imali eyanele ngoba ke amatekisi ayisephelile. Please note, ngangena moto then, anginamoto namanje. And then ngabe amatekisi ayisephelile bese ngithi yazi, let me find if an affordable B&B or guest house close by. Just sleep and then I'll go back home tomorrow. I cannot be moving around ebusuku. Ngempela ngiyithole ngilale. Ngasatholakali ke phone umlisa. Then ngilale, then after sengilele ngivuka ekseni ke mase ngifuna ukuyela ekhaya vele. I remember ukuthi I caught breakfast at KFC. Then from there ngihambe ke ngibuyele eJohannesburg. Mangise taxi nase Johannesburg angifonele. Hey Joe, where are you? And then I tell him ukuthi Joe, uyadlala. I'm very polite. Ngipolite nje ngokudala. Athi, hey Joe, where are you? Ngithi ke mina I'm in a taxi to Johannesburg. Athi Joe, like he was very apologetic. Like as I said we comment, because I commented on that video. I said we comment. The one thing that you need to know about Joshua is that he was a very good actor. So you look at him and you feel he's not hurt. He's just acting. Then he was very apologetic. Now he's still stuck. He had a breakdown. The car broke down on him, so he has exhausted his funds. He doesn't even know how he's going to move from here. As soon as he fixes this, we're going to sort out how he's going to meet me and how he's going to pay me back, because he doesn't have access to money now. Can I send him an e-wallet of 300 rands so that he can finish fixing the car? How am I ngaze ngayislima ngawusend u-300? Zaqala lapha inkinga zami, zaqala ngo-300. And kube kuthiwa u-300 angusendanga, ngabe kwaphela ngalelo langa. Kodwa-ke ngawusend u-300. And then mase ngothumeleke u-300. The guy did not stop talking, and I'm like, the guy is legit, man. Akabalikanga after thatha u-300. So we continued talking, and then he says, thank you very much. You're such a nice lady. So I'm going to say, right, I'm driving now to Rustenburg. I'm going to talk to you a bit later, and then about when will the right time be? When will the right time be to meet? There's a gentleman, Mos Imiloyo Gacabanga. Okay. Now, I'm not going to fast forward. Isikhathi siyaphela vele anyway. Kodwa nje inkinga zaqala lapha. Forgot to mention ukuthi wangisendela isithombe engikhombisa ukuthi usegarage and uphuzo ulale emotweni waphuma wayogeza ama-toilet asegarage. Okay? Kufine mos. Lo bhuti lona akasiyona i-fraud lawo esiwaziyo. Siyalandela.
Hello, what is up, you dazzling diamonds and the others? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda Kyle, and this is the vault. Anyway, you guys, let's jump straight into this video. Alrighty then, you guys, if you guys haven't already, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys do enjoy my videos, please do click on the thank you button. Right, in today's video, you guys, we are going to be talking about Joshua D. Dog Dangerous Demonic Mathebula. This is the guy, or this is a guy. I don't know if you guys saw the story last week or this week. He eliminated his girlfriend, and then he went onto Facebook Live to go and confess what he did. And he was with a friend. He was confessing this to a friend, but he was on Facebook Live. And he was telling the friend that I'm doing this right now so that you can go to my family and tell my sister that she must get the car and take care of it. The paperwork is here. And also, I want to warn the public about what women are doing out there. He says that the girl that he eliminated, his girlfriend, was cheating on him with a teacher from around the neighborhood. He found out about this because she was acting funny, hanging up calls when he walks in, things like that. But she was acting really strange. And I guess he lost his mind. He didn't lose his mind. He never had it, in my opinion. That's my opinion. If somebody cheats on you, and it hurts so bad and you love them so much, leave them. If you cannot reconcile, leave them. So that you won't have these recurring arguments about that old situation. If you can't handle it, get out of the kitchen. Get out. you're not going to be able to resolve that type of situation. If you are not strong enough to weather the storm in a relationships, all relationships go through these types of situations one way or another. If you are not meant to be and you cannot weather that storm, let it go, because you're going to do something as stupid as what this Joshua D. Dragon did and eliminate people. You don't own anyone, men or woman. You don't own your partners. If they cheat on you, you don't have the right to kill them. You don't. Just leave them. You are taking away from so many people when you eliminate someone. But that Joshua guy, apparently, he was lying about the girl cheating on him. And apparently he said that she was cheating on him and sleeping with this guy in the back room that he was renting when he went to work. And then when he confronted her, he said that she said that I was doing this to make money. And one of the things that made him realize, apart from her hanging up phones and stuff, is that when he wasn't at work, she would get annoyed. And in the argument that day when she confessed that she cheated, apparently she said, now if you're home and not going to work all the time, I can't make the money that I was making. Oh. But apparently, it's coming out now that he's a liar. He was a liar. He was a liar. Women are coming out now to say that they dated Joshua as well. And he was a narcissist. Yeah, he used to accuse these women of cheating when they were not. But he was actually very abusive towards these women. He's been doing this for a very long time. There was one story, one lady who caught my attention because I saw her on TikTok. And she detailed a very riveting story of how he was abusive. How she used to give him money. How she used to take care of him and he would still beat her up, lock her up like a dog in the room that they rented, make a dookie and pee-pee in a bucket. But she has to stay home because it's dangerous out there because men are going to try and get her or she's going to become a hoe. Typical narcissist was theorizing her in the sheets. She wasn't basically giving him, he wasn't giving her sex because he had to have this power dynamic where he controls all the situations. And all the women that have come out thus far about this Joshua guy have been saying or detailing a very similar situation, which leads me to believe he was a narcissist. And I told you guys, I know a bit about narcissists. I've been down that rabbit hole. It's one fascinating situation because we all have a narcissist in our lives one way or another. Some people are not narcissists, they have narcissistic traits. But a narcissist is a narcissist. And you have to escape that because a narcissist, it's not just a condition, personality disorder. It's a demon. It's a demon. It's a demon that resides in these people. They are the ones that when you catch them and they're looking at you, and you're like, what's wrong? They're like, what are you talking about? But you saw what you saw because the demon in that moment was vasorizing itself. It was showing. Then they snap back to reality quick. If you guys ever find yourselves in a situation where your partner, male or female, and you do experience that look, if you don't know it, maybe some of you will experience it one day. I know that look. I've seen it from a lot of people. And I catch them staring at me with that evilness. And it's like about 5 seconds. And then they snap back like, what are you talking about? They hate you. It's not them. It's the demon that resides in them. And that's why they do the things that they do to you, these narcissists. They are very dangerous. I told you in one of my videos when I spoke about narcissists that a narcissist, they are the kind that will say to you, if I can't have you, no one else can. A narcissist can go to the extent of killing you just to prove a point, and then they kill themselves. In their crazy mind, they feel like it is justified, and everybody, you're gonna suffer, but they'll also be dead. And they don't care. Just to prove a point that they are right and they are perfect and you are wrong, they will do that type of thing. They will. If you find yourself in a narcissistic, abusive relationship, you have to leave. Whether it means that you relocate, you have to disappear. Because narcissists never let go of their main supply. They can't. They need you to abuse. They need someone to abuse. They like it. You're their thingy. So now with all the girls that are coming out saying that I lived this life. He used to accuse me of cheating. He used to beat me up, lock me up like a dog, make me poop in a bucket, lock me up all day while he goes out and spends my money. They are saying these things. It now brings us to the point where it is not believable that he killed that girl out of rage because she was cheating on him. And even if that was the case, it still doesn't give anyone the right to eliminate someone. Leave the person if they are doing the most. If you're such a great person, you will find another person. There's so many people in the world. Like, there's no shortage of people. And more people are getting born. There'll be more people in the world. It's so easy to find someone to love. It doesn't have to be just that one person. If somebody wants to go, let them go. If they want to cheat, let them cheat. Let them go. Let them go become somebody else's problem. Not your problem. They're causing you heartache, most. Any situation that you are in life that causes you havoc or stress, you let it go again. Even jobs that you need, you will let it go with 1 day's notice because it's causing you stress. So why can't you leave that person? Why? Why do you have to kill people? Because you're sick. You feel entitled. You think you're God. You think you can take people out just the way you want. Because you think you own them. You don't own people. The lady that I'm talking about, whose story was very riveting, she did a lot for this guy. And at every point or turn of her story, I was just thinking, this couldn't be me. And nobody must come in the comment section and say, you can't say that, you never know. I know. I know myself. That would never be me. You meet someone, you've been chatting to them online. And the first day that you meet them, they're already asking you for money. A man is asking you for money. I mean, that's already alarm bells, red flag. Okay. Never. You can't pay the bill on our very first date. You borrowing money from me on our first date. And I must still pay that bill. But you invited me. You're not prepared. You cannot be in my presence then. You can't. I'm not saying that guys have to pay the bill all the time, but damn, I'm not going to be with a man that can't bring me a lion when I'm hungry. You're not a man. You're not man enough for me. You're not man enough for me. I strongly do believe, call me old-fashioned, that men take care of women. And men will buy or financially take care of a woman that they love because they really want to impress you. They want you with them now, here. And they know that women are impressed by dinners and romantic things and flowers. So on your first date, if you're going to ask a girl for money, it's a red flag. You're a problem. Calling her off. If we have to split the bill 50-50, okay, that's fine. None of the ladies don't go to places where you have nothing on you. You need to know how you're getting back home if shit hits the fan. You need to know that whatever you are eating or ordering on that menu, you can pay for yourself as well. Just in case. Because that's the world that we live in today. Men are not opening the doors for you. They're not doing the things that men do to court you. So you need to be prepared in this life and age. But if it continuously happens that you are fucking the bill, you are borrowing him money, and the money is not coming back, but he's still borrowing more money on top of that, and the only thing that makes you giddy and happy is that, at least even though he borrowed money from me, if he was a scammer, then he would have run away. So he's still calling me. That means that he really cares. Wahlanya. He doesn't value you. He has a motive and an agenda. What is a call? Because he's probably calling you on WhatsApp, got data. He's not even calling you from his what's this, cell phone provider with airtime. What is a call? If you are that woman, you're desperate. That girl that was telling the story that came out, she has said herself, because she's done the inner work. She's on her healing journey. She said that I was desperate to be loved. I was lonely. And when you become lonely or desperate, you will do these kind of weird, freaky things, paying for dinners. He's courting you on your dime. You will do those things. How can you be desperate when there's so many people in the world? You're a woman. You have so much power in you. And I'm not talking about the power of your VJJ. You have to protect your VJJ. And if you don't, it's gonna smell like lunch meat. Because of your desperation, you're not gonna like that. And if you're my friend, I'm gonna tell you, no. What is going on? How can you be desperate for a man when there are so many men out there? And as that lady relays a story, I feel like God was in the situation in so many instances because he tried to get her out so many times. She had that gut feeling. I told you, you don't only have this brain. Your stomach has a brain too. That gut feeling, you're uneasy. You have to listen to it. On a choice. Stop this nonsense. I was thinking with my heart. No. Think with both your heads. The one up top and the one in your stomach. Listen to your gut feeling, ladies. And our female intuition is always right. That voice is always right. I feel so bad for the lady that lost her life and for her family. And the fact that now other people are coming out to say, this is how he treated me too. It's possible that that girl didn't actually do anything. Do you see how narcissistic that guy was? To the point where even in both their deaths, he still wanted her to be the bad guy. He told the world that she was cheating. And then he comes out to say, I'm warning ladies. You can't cheat in your man's bed, bring other men into the bed, and expect them not to get mad. Gandhi, he's lying, apparently, according to the other ladies that have experienced his abuse. Till the end of their lives, he still wanted to be the one that was self-righteous and right. And I found his page. And on his page, all he really speaks about is relationships, He was psychotic. And something in him had a beef with relationships. And he was the abuser. But they portray a picture to the public that they are not the abuser, the other person is. Right to the end. He was already set on eliminating that girl. Because he took himself out afterwards. He hung himself in a tree. But his last word was going to be to the world. He was going to have the last say after eliminating her and say that she's a hoe. That guy is in hell. That guy doesn't have to wait. His soul doesn't have to wait for the second coming of Christ. He's going straight in there. Evil man. Evil man, very calm. Because he was the victim. I don't believe that the girl was cheating. After all the other people have come out to speak about him, no. But also, don't cheat, guys. If you don't want to be with someone, have the conversation and leave. You have to go no contact. You have to find a way, even if it means you must relocate. If you can't relocate, maybe he pops up at your house. The family members must be in on it and say, she moved to Cape Town. You have to find a way. You have to find a way because they will take you out. But also, don't cheat. It's not just about, you might get eliminated. Also, you can contract diseases. Don't cheat. What's the joy in it? Do you really enjoy having so many ding-a-ling-alongs in your vajayjay? No, man, that doesn't. No, so many. No. So I absolutely don't believe that that girl was cheating. I believe that this was a pattern of his, and this is how he treated all of the girls that he was in relationships with. And any one of those girls that he was in relationships with could have died. It just so happened that this was the time. This was going to be the one. He was crazy. Nakula, like mental illness. Because he was seeing things. I think that he probably did really believe that the girl was cheating. But not because she was cheating. He believed it because he was the one that was cheating. Therefore, he was reflecting. In psychology, it's called reflecting. It's like you're looking into a mirror. You're going to blame the other person for the thing that you are doing. Because you are guilty somewhere or another deep down inside. And to get rid of that guilt, you say that they're doing it. Then you harm them to punish them. But it's you. And it actually makes these people feel better. It makes them believe their own lies. Reflection is a real thing. And narcissists are very good at it. And that guy would future fake, promise the moon and the stars above, even promise, I'll pay you back, I'll give you even more, we're gonna have a great life. Oh, don't break up with me. When they tried to break up with him, don't break up with me. I fought so hard to have this relationship. Because he was getting money from these girls. Of course he's fighting hard. He's fighting for his damn life. Lazy bum. Who doesn't want to get up like every other decent man to go and work. He wants to benefit what these ladies have. These weak ladies. And I don't say that in a mean way. You are psychologically weak if you get yourself in a situation like that as a woman. There's something wrong with you. There's some trauma that you are facing yourself. You can never get into a relationship only half. You're half, or you're just a speck of a human being. You haven't resolved your traumas or healed from past experiences. Now that you're lonely, you want to get into a relationship. No other person is going to make you feel whole. You have to be whole by yourself. So when shit hits the fan, you can easily leave. When you're not comfortable with something and you want to go, this is not for you. You leave. But if you are fucked up your damn self, you're going to stay and cling on to murderalizers. And then you're going to be murderalized. This could have happened to any of his exes. It just so happened to happen to that girl. And it happened all because he wanted to prove a point. That she's the cheater, she's the liar, she's the hoe. She's getting money for sex. But he was doing the same things with all his other girls. He created these stories in his mind, especially I think when he was drunk. He even said in that live, I didn't kill her because I was drunk. You see? Do you see? You get taken over by spirits. Once he got drunk, he said, I didn't kill her because I was drunk. We were drinking. I didn't kill her because I was drunk. I killed her because she was cheating. And she told me this elaborate story. No, he killed her because he was drunk. The demons saw an opportunity and they whispered all the things in his weak mind. And he did it. And he was drinking. Like that other one that killed this girl in Durban, the cop guy and the cop lady. He was also drinking. Apparently he was doing stagadi. He was high. What do I always tell you guys about your spirit leaving and the bad spirits and entities come into your body for a joyride? What do I tell you about that? You see, I'm not lying. That night when Flower got stabbed by his girl, they were drinking. Alcohol is not good. Alcohol is not good. And when you get to a certain level, you have to stop. Because you can kill someone. You black out. Some people black out in these moments of rage. That's why you don't remember. I remember there was a time where I blacked out. And I sat down and I thought to myself, because I couldn't remember most of that day. And I was like, just imagine if you killed someone, Lynn, and you didn't know. Got mistake because you were drunk and it wasn't even you. That can happen to anyone. And that's why people are now coming up with, what is it called? Grief depression. The next day you feel guilty. Alcohol does that to you because you don't know what happened. You don't know what you did. It wasn't really you. But the demons come in, they take a joyride. Tomorrow you wake up and you're like, what did I do? You could have killed someone. You could have did a hit and run. You could have R-worded someone. There's a lot that you could have done under the influence of alcohol. But those demons were already residing within you, just waiting, like I always say, waiting for the opportunity to take a joyride in your body or to escalate a situation. People these days are dying senselessly. You can die for stepping on someone's J's in the club. When the demons see that, they make it big. And now you're fucked. You're a murder realizer and you've killed someone. And the next morning, you don't even know what happened because you were drunk. And in that situation, you can't blame it on the alcohol. You can't. And now why do you feel like, this applies to me as well. You're drinking. At some point, you can already feel nice. Once you start to feel nice, that's that's where you have to stop. Why do we always want to take more shots? You can feel, you're already not yourself. Now you want more shots, more drinks. It's those demons whispering to you, I can do this. And then every time you get drunk, you think to yourself, oh, I can handle this many drinks. But every time you do the same freaking weird thing. Because it's not you. The greatest deception that Satan did was to convince people that he doesn't exist. But if you know that he exists and this is how he enters into situations, dangerous situations, then you will stop yourself. I'm not an idiot for not going out in the dark of the night. I'm not an idiot for not having so many friends and all these things. It's because I've had experiences that I would never ever want to revisit or experience again. Because if a demon leaves you and then you come into agreement again, they come back with 7 more demons. So it's going to be worse than the last time. And you think, it's been 6 months, I haven't done anything crazy. And then tonight you're like, I can handle this. I'm going to drink some more shots. Tonight is going to be the worst night of all nights. Because now there's 7 more demons that are here to take a joyride. Do you understand how it goes? Everything is spiritual. And I don't, like I said before, I don't say these things to scare you guys. I need you guys to be aware of how this thing works. The fun that you are having is not a normal fun anymore. Wanting to get tipsy or drunk, to be sociable, or to socialize is not a normal thing. Because as a child, when you were not drinking, you were very social and very okay to be out there with people sober. Something happened, right? Why is it that you believe that you can only relax and be yourself when you are Hussein? That is not yourself. And that's why in the morning you have that groove depression, whatever they call it. Rubbish. You were taken over by a spirit that took your body for a joyride and then you killed someone. Now you're going to jail. And it wasn't even you. What are you going to say? Oh, I said over by demons. There's no laws for that yet. But they should be. Just like those creepy Sangoma witches and warlocks, there needs to be laws against them. That's why witches back in the day, they were burnt at the stake. Because what they're doing is dangerous, it's wrong. Mathebula, bending other people's will. And no one's going to feel sorry for you because you are drunk and you were taken over. We're going to look at you as a monster. Because at some point in your life, you came to agreement. You came into agreement with those demons. And now they're getting exactly what they want. Your life is destroyed. What are they here for? Kill, steal, and destroy. They want you to go where they are going when everything is said and done. Because they cannot even repent. You still have a chance. Demons, Satan, they cannot repent anymore. It is set in the book. That's where they are going no matter what. But they want as many of you to come and join them. No matter what evil can happen in the world, evil will never prevail. Even in the movies, the bad guys always lose. Even when sometimes it's like, yo, the bad guy is winning now. Jiggy jiggy, they lose. Thanos, he won in that other movie, and when they came back, he lost. Because evil will always lose. And they're telling you, movies are documentaries, they're telling you that evil will always lose. Stay away from the evil. Stay away from things that can get you taken over. And all these things. It's not fun because you learned nothing, you did nothing. You're gonna have a headache in the morning, you're gonna be sick and tired and depressed. So is it really worth it? Go to Bounds. Go to Gold Reef City. Go swimming. Go for a massage. Go hiking. Go to one of these companies that do like these group activities where you zip lining and all these things. That is actually fun. It's exhilarating. And you're gonna get a better rush than what you're gonna get Maupuza. I promise you this. Do those fun activities. Go climb a tree. But for you to sit there and say, oh, alcohol is so much fun, and we've all said this, it's not. It never ends well. At the end, to you waking up the next day, it never ends well. A lot of things happen. If you want the other ladies' testimonies, you can go and check out Madam Speaker, because she had one of the first ladies. She has a two-part, I think, surviving Joshua D. Mateba, whatever his name is, where the ladies are telling their stories, and where the first lady comes out to say what she said. Go check it out on Madam Speaker's channel on YouTube. This lady I found on TikTok, and then I saw it on YouTube after, and that's why I wanted to do the story, because you guys need to know. And if a man is hurting you and says, I'm hurting you because I love you, there's no one that can hurt you because they love you. Apply yourself in that scenario. Do you hurt people because you love them? So how is it possible for someone to hurt you because they love you? It doesn't make any sense. You have to get out. And I hate abusers. I really, really do. My father used to abuse my mom. And if today was like how it was back then, my mother wouldn't be here today. She probably would have been eliminated. But she was strong enough to run away from that man. My mom literally ran away. She had to do what she had to do for her kids and for herself. But what he did to her was very traumatizing. And those kind of scars live with you. And I don't know, she's a very good person. She doesn't even hate him. Just doesn't want him around her at any point. And that's the thing about the ladies that get abused by these men. They're usually such caring, giving people. Selfless people. Yeah, that's what I want to say. They would give you, and my mom is the same, they would give you their shirt off of their back. They would give you their very last money. They would give you their lunch so that you can eat. My mom is exactly the same. And there were times when my siblings and I would say, "Hi mama, don't let people walk all over you." I don't think that you can help it. There are those people, they're just nice. They're good. And God has actually put those people in this earth to help a lot of people. They're usually the ones that become nurses, doctors, teachers, caregivers. That's them. They always put themselves last. My siblings and I would always say to my mom, no, people are walking all over you. Stop doing this. Stop giving this. Because she will give you her last. And she's still like that. I don't think that she can help it. Those ladies are the same. And these predators know how to get to the ones that are like that. I'm not saying be hard or be paranoid or like me. I question everything. I'm just like, calling door off. And if maybe I'm wrong about calling door off, I'll come back to say, by the way, I was wrong. There was nothing off, you know. But to me, everything is the danger zone. I'm so skeptical. I'm just like, You understand what I mean? Because I can see how things are going on around here. People will eliminate you because bahlanya, literally narcissistic. And narcissism, I promise you this, it's a spirit. Because most of these people that escape narcissistic abusive relationships, when they look back, they've always been in a relationship or situation like that. Because why? That main spirit that has been traveling, it travels with you. And it always brings about people that will treat you that way because it wants to destroy you and kill you. It's a spirit. Do you understand what I mean? Be careful, ladies and gents, because there's also crazy fucking ladies out there. You've seen how ladies have been running rampant, killing. They don't even poison you anymore. Back in the day, it was said that women are so fragile, so soft. They do clean killings, like poisonings and stuff. These days, says woman. A narcissist is a narcissist, and it's a demonic spirit, and that is a fact. And that's why you will catch them staring at you with the test. Then you're like, hey, why are you looking at me like that? And they're like, gaslight you. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Everything's hunky-dory now. That demon is agitated by the goodness in you. And they always attack good people, clean people, giving people, kind people, loving people, the people that will give their last. They always go for that because they see that as weakness. Instead of taking this person and enjoying their goodness or letting their goodness rub off onto you, you take advantage of that. They take advantage of that to destroy these people, to make these people that are good, that God has put good people on this world, in this world, to make them second guess themselves. You see how dangerous it is? It's crazy. Right? Anyway, if you guys haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys do enjoy my videos, please do click on that thank you button. Baby, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.